is up, you guys? Today we are going to be doing a video on how I get good grades in college. So if you are interested in this video, please please subscribe down below. Please click that bell button so you'll never miss when I post a new video. So before I entered UE, I was a bit nervous, I was a bit scared. I was like, I'm probably gonna fail, but that's nice. And I'm shook. And I've always been asked the question, like, how are you getting, like, even last year people are asking me, how are you getting such good grades in like chemistry, how are you getting good grades in biochem? And I was just like, I don't know. Like, I always knew I was smart, right? But I didn't know I was this smart. Like, you feel me? I always had the ability to do well. I've always done well in preschool. I've always done well in like primary school, college, high school, coming right up. I've been doing pretty well, but I didn't expect to be doing this well in university. And I'm basically just going to be sharing what I have been doing for the past year in order to help me to get the grades that I have now. So with that, let's get started. I'm just feeling myself. I have braids, my room looks nice, I have lighting, the shirt looks nice.
You'll never catch me like this in person though, so
okay, let's get started. First thing that I have on this list is that I pray. Like, I'm not even trying to be cliche. I legit pray, because school is not stressing me out, but it stresses me out regardless. But like last year for exams, whenever I was studying and I realized, I have a lot to learn, boss, I have a lot to read over, and I would have the book in my hand and I would say, not today, you're not stressing me out today. And I would legit get my Bible. With my Bible, I would get my Bible, go on the ground, I would throw all the papers away, I would throw all the papers down, and I would get on the ground and I would, tell me if I didn't sound bad just now. It was bad, no. I'm a poet for a reason. And I would pray, and I would legit and genuinely pray for God to help me with that exam, because you can't do anything on your own, boss. Like, no matter how much you try, you're going to run into frustration, you're going to run into problems, you're not going to understand a bunch of things. And so when I felt like that, when I knew for a fact that I can't handle this on my own, I legit went and I prayed. School is not killing me. Well, school is not killing me. And I honestly believe that was the reason why I got the grades that I got for this entire year. I didn't do anything on my own. Legit God. Like, yes, I am doing this physically, but he is the one who's working through me in order for me to get the grades that I have now. Serve God. God is life. Hashtag.
I don't know what hashtag to use, but that's fine. Yeah.
So the second thing that I have on my list is that get a planner. I had a planner last year. This is the planner I had last year. Can you see it? Yeah. And it honestly saved me. When you write down all the assignments that you have in the calendar and all that, I can't even see it, but like when you write on all the assignments that you have in the calendar and all of that jazz, you are literally going to remember everything, every test, every assignment, every exam when it's due. When you write them down, it is going to help you to think and remember that I have this coming up, let me do this a week in advance, let me do this 3 days in advance and submit it. When you do these things, it's going to help you a lot. And I can guarantee you, I'm speaking from experience, that it helps me a lot. So I got another one from this year August to December next year, so that I have it. And this is just so cute, and you can see it matches my pillow over there. I have a thing of sloth now, and my color this year is green, black and white with a little bit of gold or stuff like that. And I have on my lights over there. But anyway, like, get a planner. It's going to save you, it's going to help you, and it honestly works. My next tip that I have for you guys is to use YouTube videos. Any video relating to the topic, look it up on YouTube. I have been using Amoeba Sisters because I'm in the biological and chemical field basically, so I do everything with science and technology. So you can use Crash Course, you can use Amoeba Sisters, you can use Khan Academy, all of those things if you are in the science field. And if you're not in the science field, basically look up any video that you can find on the topic. It's going to help you legit. 4, ask your lecturer, go to your lecturer, like, go run behind of them, be behind of them 24/7, because that is only going to help you. If you don't understand, go and ask your lecturer There's motorcyclists who just rude. They're the ones who know, and they're the ones who can break it down for you. They're the ones marking your papers. Go to them and ask them questions. You can only learn if you ask them questions, and I learned that the hard way because I'm a student, I'm a person in general. I don't talk a lot unless I'm comfortable, and so I had to really get out of my comfort zone last year and go to the lecturers and ask them questions. Even if I didn't even have a question, I would just go to them and be like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here. Carry past papers to them for them to look over the questions you did, and go to your lecturers. Next one, use a textbook. Some people don't really find this helpful, but honestly some textbooks do have a better explanation, and so I found that useful last year as well. I used some of the questions at the end of the textbook to help me answer some questions, and I did pretty well. So yeah, you can use that. Another thing, Quizlet. I used Quizlet a lot last year, especially for Diversity of Life 1 and 2 and for biochemistry. Use Quizlet. It doesn't matter what course you're doing, there are probably a bunch of different courses on Quizlet in all different fields, all different topics, all different things. Like, just use Quizlet. Quizlet is awesome, and then you can test yourself, you can make your own Quizlet, and Quizlet helped me a lot last year, I'm not gonna lie. The next thing I used was a flashcards, and I have a whiteboard on my wall. I can't really flip the camera for you to see, but I have a whiteboard on my wall, and those helped me a lot last year. I'm going to insert some pictures of what I did last year for chemistry and how my room was, how I was just behind everything with flashcards and my whiteboard. When you see everything in front of you big and bold, like, you're going to learn. Like, when you work on questions on these boards and you see it big and that you're writing it yourself, and I think you learn faster, and I think you grasp the information a bit better. If you don't have a whiteboard, you can use ones at school, or you can even get like the sticky white paper board thing that you can stick on your wall, and you get dry erase markers, or you can use your mirror, or you can just use paper on the floor and stuff like that. The next thing that I have, past papers. As I said before, you can carry these past papers to your lecturers for them to look over, but they are awesome way to practice, because basically what they got last year is going to be similar to what you're going to get the year that you have your exam. So get past papers, practice them. If you don't understand, again, go to your lecturers. They're going to help you. They're the ones marking it. Common sense. Go to your lecturer. And my last and final tip that I have for you guys is to use the slides that you got in your lectures. Like, you can easily print them out, and while the lecturer is speaking, you can add in any little thing that he said that's not in the slide, or you can basically write the notes in a way that you understand it. If you have the notes from the lecture, the slide from the lecture in front of you, you can easily just write next to it what you understood from it, and basically again carry it to your lecturer so that they can see, or you can ask them if you're having a better understanding of the topic like that. Use the slides. It's going to be easier than a textbook, which is basically contradicting what I said before, but you can use them, can basically compare each of them to see which one best suits you. But using the slides from the lecturers and adding in your own notes is also an awesome way for you to get better grades in school. So yes, that is all I have for you guys today. These are all the tips that I wrote down. The main one being that I pray, I motivate myself that way, and I honestly think that these tips will help you, and I wish you guys all the best as you enter university, and if you are continuing university, all the best to you guys, and yeah, stay awesome. I love you guys. Like this, say, oops, I got problems singing, ba ba ba. Hold up, if you want